Under the Constitution, we all have a right to vote and we all have the right to an equal vote. Everybody goes and votes, whoever has the most votes wins. But often when you have more than two candidates running, you'll have somebody who gets the most votes, but it's not actually more than 50%. They might win with, say, 45% of the votes. We call that the plurality winner. But with ranked choice voting, rather than just choosing who comes out first, you actually conglomerate the votes to find out who is the most preferred candidate for the most number of people. In America, there's been a movement towards ranked choice voting, particularly to try to make politics less acrimonious, to try to reduce polarization, but also to increase minority representation. Basically, ranked choice voting essentially means rather than voting for just one person, you rank the candidates that you like in the order of preference. So you have a most preferred, a second most preferred, and so on. We spend all of our time saying, well, I like this restaurant a lot, but I'd also like to go to that one. So the idea, I think, of saying, I'll give a number one vote and then a number two vote isn't so confusing. When it comes to counting ballots in ranked choice voting, whichever candidate has the least amount of votes, you redistribute those votes to whoever the voters put as their second candidate. So if everybody who really liked candidate E put candidate D as their second choice, then all of their votes would transfer to candidate D. More likely, there's going to be some distribution, so there'll be candidate A, B, C, and D will all get some more votes. And as you keep doing this, eliminating the candidate with the lowest votes, you eventually find out who has the most amount of votes from the most amount of people. The main benefit that I like is that it helps to improve minority representation, and that doesn't just mean people of color, it can mean minorities like religious minorities or other political minorities. You actually end up with more civil campaigns, which, in an election year, it's really nice to know that you don't just have to have attack ads.
Hello, I'm Mark Eads.
And I'm Betsy Sweet. And in this upcoming governor's race, we are competitors, but we have been longtime allies.
The good thing is, and the lucky part is, we have ranked choice voting. So you get to vote for all 7 Democratic candidates.
It also can reduce political polarization, right? So you can end up actually getting independents or people towards the center of the parties elected. You don't just have primaries where you end up with an extreme D and an extreme R, and then there's nobody to vote for in the middle. One of the other great benefits is you can reduce the costs of elections because you don't have to have primaries and runoffs. You could actually do all of the election at once in some cases. So unlike many things in this day and age, it is actually not a partisan issue. It's just a question of democracy and people getting used to a slightly different system where rather than selecting just one candidate, you say who you like the most and then who you also think is okay.